Hello, welcome to Vac Bros. Today we're gonna be telling you all I'm not sure how many vacuums I have, but like as somewhere from 3 to 5. Um, well, I'm just gonna tell you all of my vacuums from least to favorite. I think my number one favorite is my uh um sir my first Kirby I've ever owned. I like how there's like um a bunch. So the pros are comes with a lot of attachments. Some of them are very useful. Uh, it can convert to carpet shampooers and stuff, that sort of thing. But you'll actually have to either buy a carpet shampooer or pay for some someone like Zero as Las Vegas or something to come and clean your shampoo your carpets, or in some cases professionally vacuum and shampoo it. But that's a pro. Uh, let's get to the cons. The cons are the light. It is not LED, so it can die. It's bagged, which kind of sucks. Um, and um, uh, I can't really think of any other cons. Actually, a problem I'm having with this unit is I think this thing is about to it's just about to be the end for it. I might get it serviced, but if you want to know something that is a huge problem, all right. If I were to take this, let's, for instance, if I was using it as a regular vacuum, if I were to take that, let's just say I'm using the attachments. If I took the attachment hose off of the front of the vacuum, it would still run when it's not supposed to. I'm not sure why, but it's a technical issue, and um I'm thinking of getting this thing serviced soon. But my second favorite is the Rocket I have right now. Well, the part with the motor runs, that's not really much of a con, cause if you bought a Kirby, let's say for instance Kirby whatever the model they sell is, I think it's like Kirby the Kirby uh trying to think of it. Avalier 2. I think that's how you pronounce it. If you work at Kirby and you know it's how it's pronounced, just tell me it's pronounced Avalier. Avalier or Avalar or whatever it's pronounced, but I'm pretty sure it's Avalier too. Um uh Alright, my second favorite is the Rocket. Actually, I asked for a Christmas gift. It was Dyson V7 Absolute. So if I'll get that, I'll feature it in some of my videos. I chose the Absolute because most of them they come with the little fluffy hard floor things, which Dyson has equipped with since they built the V7. Um, my grandma really seems to be obsessed with Dyson vacuums. So she has a Dyson V6 and like 10 of the uprights in our backyard. Um, which I'm pretty sure like most of them are just melted. But she has some old ones which um uh she's had over the years and stopped working, so she bought that V6 like 4 years ago. For some reason the vacuum lasted like her all of her uprights lasted like a year, and then she had to buy a new one. The first one I saw her with was some yellow Dyson, like an old Dyson. It wasn't like old like DC03 old. It was like um uh it wasn't like that the so-called ball technology wasn't invented yet. Which I'm not even sure when it was invented. But it's back when bowl technology it wasn't invented, and I don't even know what um convenience bowl technology does. Um, uh, I I think it's like the way they design the motor. Um, I'm not sure why they put the ball there and say it has more suction than the non-ball vacuums. I'm not sure why that happens. Actually, if you look closely at some of Dyson sticks, there's like a very tiny ball. So let's say the attachment stick, the extension wand is right here, and then it's attaching to the floor head, so it's like this. Well, right here, instead of putting like actual like putting um swivel in it, instead of like actually doing what like Shark did with the all of their stick vacuums, they put the little miniature ball thing about like this big. It's about like that big. It's like super tiny ball, but I don't think they consider it a bowl technology vacuum. Uh, I'm not sure uh, why it's like that anyway. But uh, so all right, let's just stop talking about the Dyson. I'll probably get, but and I might not. Um, because it's also if you want it, look on Dyson.com. I think go to shop cordless stick vacuums. Scroll all the way down. If you want a V6 that's not there, which my grandma bought it like 4 years ago, and it was probably available, or most of the time she just goes to like Target and it's like clearance or something like that, and then they're like trying to get rid of it so they make it cheaper. And yeah, but I was about to stop the video for a second. But I'm just gonna get my Sharky. Uh, uh, darn it, I don't think it can reach, but oh, it can. My arms were and the cord were just long enough. This thing's falling on me. The thing is falling on me. I should have paused it anyway. That's what I. Ow. Okay. That. OMG, look. Self standing. Never knew that would happen. This is not like the new shark feature thing where it's like self standing, where it's like the fancy floor head where the wheels pop out of the wheel. Like when the wheels pop out of this wheel when it's put in upright mode, I actually made it able to stand upright, but leaning it a certain way against the Kirby. if you do that, helps. The problem is this thing doesn't prevent it from doing swivel, and it just falls. When you lock the handle in place, it doesn't actually prevent it from doing swivel steering. It can do it a little, but for like full swivel, uh, takes me some time to actually put it because like every single stick vacuum, if you want to see what happens if I don't put it the right way, let's just say I just put it like this. Something like that's gonna happen. If it had enough space, it'll fall forward and probably crack the dustbin even more. But it's already cracked and it doesn't seem to be causing so much of a problem. But look, my finger can stick in this gate under it. There's little gates under it. Um, uh, what I'm thinking of getting is the Duo Clean piece for this, but then I'm thinking there's no need for the Duo Clean if I get that Dyson because of the fact that I think the Dyson's gonna go like right between Kirby and Shark, right below the Kirby but ahead of the Shark. Um, because of the fact that it has the soft roller. Sorry. Mini motorized tool. This just came with I'm trying to remember when I first bought it. Came with 2 attachments or something. Not as much attachments as I thought it would come with. Unlike the Dyson, it has the 2 same basic tools. The basic tools are the combo tool and the seeming for Dyson, like I don't know tool, the multi-purpose tool slash the brush thing. But uh Shark actually makes uh the multi-flex. It on the new ones it comes with so-called multi-flex, which I under appliance wand where it's like this. So this is it like attaches right here, and then there's this like one long stick. It's supposed to be like low under the thing, but the sad part it's not. It don't got a brush roll, so you're basically just doing straight suction on it, and it won't like effectively deep clean under your couch unless you're gonna stick the motor head under there. Actually, I think something good for Dyson. If you think it's a good idea, James Dyson, I think that's his name that founded Dyson, but or he invented the bagless vacuum. Uh, um, but if you work at Dyson, I'd probably tell um one of your engineers and to make the mini motorhead, the mini motorhead, which is like the small motorhead, to actually have like the swivel thing. But it might be not as useful, but swivel could be an option for like an extra like $5 since swivel the like I'd also like the Kirby to be swivel, but that wouldn't be as efficient. I don't really think it would be as efficient since it's not the design of most regular vacuums. Uh, except like Mealy Triflex or something where they have all the weight on the bottom. I'd actually like if the Shark had that option, the so-called comfort mode. Um, I'd like if um Shark offered that in some of their vacuums where there's like the extension wand can be used as a handle as the hand like as you see like this Kirby. See, so the extension wand would be like from this latch all the way to this where it goes from this to this like chrome part, this little crack that separates the chrome or metal. I think it's metal over I meant chrome over metal. I think it's metal or chrome, but chrome you mostly find on cars. Which they're most chromes on cars, they're mostly found like above the door, like where the door opens right above that, like the outline of the some vehicle companies make like a chrome outline of the doors. But this is about vacuums, not cars. But um, all the way to the crack right here that separates this. I'll just say it's metal, cause looks more like metal than chrome to this plastic handle, and then the plastic handle would be obviously be the handle. So like the extension wand is where it says from this latch part uh to the crack that um uh separates this metal outline of the front cover to this plastic handle. Um, I don't understand why Kirby says they're made of metal when like um almost 50% of the vacuum is plastic. Like the back cover, definitely plastic. This I'm not really sure what that is. I think chrome, but got some plastic, metal, metal. This thing's plastic. Um, the wheels are plastic, but the wheels don't count. The front wheels actually just have one line of tread. That's it. Alright, so let's just get to the video. I keep getting distracted though. I'm sorry for still viewing. Please don't stop viewing. I want my views. Um, uh, but this comes in third, and I think that's all my vacuums. Except for that shark I do, which that's my dad's vacuum. My mom chose it because we actually used to own a Eureka until we had to throw it away because most of the time we have to get a new vacuum. It's because like um it it's because of the fact that like couple times the vacuum starts. One time I was vacuuming and it um uh something was like near it, and it started smoking for some reason, and that vacuum was over. Most of the time we get new vacuums, they break. But that Eureka, what actually happened to it is my dad vacuumed a grill while it was on and literally burned like half the hose, like the entire plastic piece that connects the attachments. That he literally burned that part. Um, and it was garbage. So since the thing was like super burnt, no attachments would fit on it, and my dad just decided to toss it. The reasoning is because the thing that really sucks is its battery life, like 10 minutes. Uh, Sometimes 15. I've experienced 20, but the lack of attachments. Not too much of a lack of attachments. So here's some pros. Um, the quiet, a lot quieter than these two things. Comes with this little multi-purpose brush thing, which as you see, has some use. It could be used to scrub your carpets or something related to that type of stuff. It's got the multi-surface brush instead of my Dirt Devil that I took apart like a while ago. I can't even remember the last time I even touched that thing. I probably touched it like few weeks ago to move it, but I haven't touched it to like do anything with it since doesn't work that well anymore. AKA it doesn't work at all. But you're able to you're able to use this brush thing, which they say it's multi-purpose. I think it's a duster brush, but I'll just take it as multi-surface. In the manual, it said it could be used to like agitate your carpet or something. Something like that, dust your vents or whatever. My vents don't need dusting. The so-called extension wand / crevice tool. Look at this. Wow. Well, I might have done it in like the past video I've done with this. It's because you have to like push it in really hard for it to actually see, as you see. Some light in. Let some light in. Darn, what? I hate my light. It's too dim in here. I actually don't have like the roof installed ones like your home probably does with the living room and dining room and kitchen and bathroom and in some cases bedroom. In the like cheap apartments, yeah, you're gonna have to stick with the switch that powers the plug. But look at this. If you see the switch, no, right over there. Right over there. Like right on that switch right there. I'm gonna flick it and don't be scared to see what happens. Yeah. I've tried it on every plug in this room and it doesn't do anything, so the switch is totally useless. I'm actually not even sure what it's made for. Could be used for like decorations. This house has done some remodeling though, but why do I keep doing it on other subjects besides vacuum? Well, the house has been remodeled. I think that's the problem. The backyard was expanded for a pool, and the front yard, they had to shrink the front yard since like this entire, like a huge area was just grass. But the first people, maybe second, back in like the 60s or 80s, because this house was built in the 60s, 1960, that exact year, 1960. I think in the 60s or 70s, the first people that lived here, I think they were the ones to remodel it. First or second, they had the idea to like expand the front, shrink the front yard for an extra room, and expand the backyard. They just shrunk like a small part. So like the area was like an L. They cut off like the part that, so it just became like one straight line, and they turned the garage into a room, and I think they did some other stuff like very slight stuff. They might have messed with the wiring, and that switch apparently does nothing anymore. I think it did at first, but then they decided to remodel the house, and they started playing with the wires, and that the switch wire lost connection to whatever was supposed to power, so they just decided to just make that switch useless. But I don't know why they wouldn't just remove the switch if there wasn't even going to be have a use though. Why not just remove it instead of just letting it sit there forever? But yeah, the pros of this vacuum um has this brush thing, and the so-called extension wand slash crevice tool is long. It's like 1 foot, I think. Well, that crevice tool on the quick flip was like um half a foot, almost half a foot. I think um this vacuum though, the I think that's the only pros, but cons, uh when you turn it on, you have to wait like 3 seconds for it to actually turn on, and not for it to just like start up, because it just goes like instead of just like this Kirby, it just goes and just starts working as soon as you press that power button. This Shark, it like delays like not even a second. It's just like it's a quick startup. These two very quick. When you start it, it just goes to work immediately. This takes about like 3 seconds to actually turn on. Two, that filter. It's annoying to unclog it every 5 minutes you're using that vacuum. And a very small um, uh, dust dust cup capacity. Um, Said it's wet dry on the box, but in the owner's manual, do not use in wet areas. May cause electric shock. So I did not, and I didn't trust it anyway. Um, it, Also, I think the box had like an upgraded version, but in the owner's manual, it just had the basic stuff. It was like the same vacuum, it just had a different filter type, which yes, it still clogs. It's just like right in the middle of so that's the vacuum's clogging spot. This Kirby, I've never experienced clogging. Probably cuz the like hoses and all the hosing, all of that's like super large. All of it like that big. The hose is like that big. That goes to the bag. It's like that big. It's like an uncloggable vacuum. Uh, this Shark, I've experienced clogging like right up. So if you were to use your vacuum right under the filter clog part, that's where you'll find clogs a lot. Also you may find out that see if you have pet hair, I don't really recommend this thing unless you buy the Pet Pro because most of it on my thing, if you vacuum up like any sort of pet hair, it just wraps around the filter screen. Um, that's that's like right by where the dirt enters. I've had Cheerios get stuck in there, I think. I don't. I'm not sure. Like Cheerios, I don't think Cheerios were in it, but something that looked like a Cheerio, I think like beads or something, was in there, and it clogged it. Also, one time the shark started making weird noises. Like, what the heck is happening? I look on at the forehead, no clogs. Look at the I look through the extension one, no clogs. I look and last I look into like the top part, the handheld part, and no clogs. Until I look in the dustbin and see a bunch of hair wrapped around it. Um uh but this vacuum, all my vacuums I think are really good. Are some are better than the others in other way. Also, these two, I like the fact that they're cordless, but this Kirby, I like that unlimited runtime, super powerful motor. That really gives an explanation for its weight. That's like a super number one con. Weight. I forgot to say that. This thing, Pro's lightweight, super lightweight. I can carry it with one finger. Easy. Look. Look how easy it is just to carry it with one finger. That I'm not so sure I can do. Can just carry it with one hand instead of having to grab the Kirby like from the back and like under the thing. I don't feel really safe doing it while it's plugged in because I've heard stories of vacuums like suddenly starting if they're plugged in. That's why it tells you uh warning before um remove battery before remove battery slash unplug before servicing. Um for like corded, which it has the cord that plugs into the wall. I'm pretty sure you're not idiots and know um what you're supposed to do, but you so uh um uh corded, it'll say unplug before servicing. Cordless, like stick vacuums. Some are actually corded, but mostly cordless. uh I think that was the first cordless that came out. But so you're supposed to like remove battery before servicing. This does not say anything about it because the battery you cannot remove, and you cannot remove anything except the dust collector and attachments. And you can remove the filter from the dust collector. Which yeah. Um Also the bag part, sad, but that's not bagged. I think a lot of people don't recommend this vacuum, mostly because it's bagged. Um, I think Kirby should come out with like dual cyclonic, like 2 times cyclonic, and sort of like do some knockoff of Dyson's special never loses suction, which I'm actually impressed. It actually works, except the never loses suction part actually is kind of a lie though, because it clogs a lot and that makes it lose suction. This shark is actually like the smart vacuum, which it if it notices there's like oh, this vacuum, if it notices that the vacuum is getting hot or the or dirt is getting into the motor, if dirt gets into the motor, um it'll just stop, and the smart response, I think that's what Shark calls it, um uh their so-called smart response lights, which show you like carpet, hard floor, uh extend runtime max power thing. That those lights extend runtime max power, both flashing together, like at the same time. Um, uh, Motor is hot. Let it cool down. Check for clogs. That sort of thing. So, and if they both flash together at the same time, like uh, extend runtime max power, but so like extend runtime and max power both at the same time flashing together, um, clogs or a hot motor. You've got clogs or hot motor. Uh, um, uh, um, uh, and then it goes hard floor carpet, hard floor carpet, hard floor carpet, like 5 times. If you turn your shark on, it'll do these warning signs. But until it seems that the problem is fixed. But if your vacuum goes carpet, hard floor, carpet, hard floor, carpet, hard floor, carpet, hard floor, as soon as you turn it on, won't start at all. You just press the power button, carpet, hard floor, carpet, hard floor, carpet, hard floor. Um, Number one thing, rinse filters. Dirt is in the motor, which gives you a sign to clean your filters. Until you clean the filters, and if the dust gets let out, it will until it notices a change in the filters. Uh, if it notices anything like the filter was removed and cleaned, it will run again. That's my problem I've had. Number one thing, do not. I may have made a mistake and told you wash, like when you take the filter base out, there's like that little filter piece. Never wash that. It will never dry and it smells if you wet it. It will never dry and it smells of mold and mildew. Smells nasty. Uh, I'm thinking of buying a replacement one once I start getting the money kicking in from my business, which I don't even have the flyers printed yet, but YouTube is a good way to tell you, but I'll tell you about it on my next video. Alright, bye. Please sub to my channel, and see you on our next video.